Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back with episode 18. Look, right out the gate, I swear to God, we were setting up for the field. And I was sitting here like this, and I'm like, Micah, where you at? We love you, buddy. Hey, he's back. So we're all back together. We have unusual, exciting, we got a lot of information to cover today, don't we, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of information to cover today. This is going to be cool, but we're, borderline, we may upset a few people today, but that's okay because, we love doing these videos. We love keeping it real. We love to tell you what's really going on and how things are rolling. So first and foremost, I want to say this. Yesterday's video was definitely much needed. We hadn't put out one in a week or so. Well, let me catch you up to speed real quick. So everybody that knows about my dad and my dad falling down the stairs, thank you for all the comments, everything. That was a horrific day. Just wow. I couldn't believe it. It broke my heart as it would anybody. He is doing actually really well, considering everything. 3 staples in the back of the head, and other than the road rash type scars going down his back, 68 years old, just had hip replacement 4 to 5 months ago, and miraculously pulled through all that and is already back to work. So for that, we are truly thankful, puts a smile on our face, so thankful for that. In saying that, let me tell you about something else. We all got a cold here going on with this Kentucky weather. We were in Bardstown 2 videos ago, and it was sleeting and almost snowing. So we start to catch a cold. So every couple of minutes, if you hear us sniffing, just know that everything's okay. We're fine, we're at work, we're normal. But man, this weather's something else. It's warm outside right now. It's supposed to be 70-something tomorrow, pouring down rain. Just 2 days ago, we were out cutting tile, and it was sleeting everywhere. So hope that all makes sense now. Anybody seen yesterday's video, don't think I have a problem or anything of the sort. So moving on to bigger and better things. I want to brag about, just for a second, I want to brag about these 2 back here. Because check this out. What America did not know is when my dad had that horrific fall down the stairs, a couple of days prior, I had previously injured my back. All that hardwood flooring we were doing, 2 weeks of it, me and Tom, Mike, everybody trading off on hitting that pin, getting down on the floor, putting all that hardwood. Enough was enough. It hit me last Friday, over a week ago, and literally back brace, had to go to immediate care, the whole 9 yards. It was awful. I was down and out. I'm starting to get better, and then my dad fell down the stairs. I heard it. I jumped up out of the bed like I was 20 and young. And I mean, just a bad day in general. I went backwards. So we are back. I'm completely 100% healed. And what I want to tell you about these 2, while I was down and out for an entire week, we are in a, despite the video we put out with the hardwood and all that we were doing together, this is what these 2 did in an entire 3-day span only. So Tom comes in here last Monday, a week ago today, and has 2,000 square feet of life-proof floor in front of him. And I just tell him, do the best you can. Brother, I know you're by yourself, do the best you can. But let me tell you how dedicated we all are to each other and how much I love these 2 behind me. I want to tune you into something real quick. We're going to do a quick walkthrough. I want to get over here so you can see, bam, check out all them boxes. Look at this floor. This is a huge house, by the way. Look at this floor. This is our mess right here. We're going to get into all this other stuff here shortly. I just want to tell you, this is our mess right here, just in here. We'll get into why this floor looks like this here in a minute. This is our mess. In 1 day's time, Tom came in here by himself, I swear to God. Every bit of what you're seeing, all the way to right here, he was ready to go into this bathroom. For those of you all who don't know, for easy math, we had 96 boxes of flooring. We could sit here and count them right behind me. 96. There's that pile, and there's that pile. In the first day, Tom laid down 58 boxes. Where's he at? Hold on. 58 boxes. 58 boxes by himself. What a hero, what a champion among men. Let me just tell you that. Truly awesome. When you got a 3-person company and everybody gives a crap, that's the kind of results you can expect from your A players that are just as much part of this team as I am. So I couldn't do it without these two. That was just day one. Him and Micah came in here on day 2. He had to work on Monday. And together, they picked up right here. Finished, 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 and finished. That was day 2. Day 2. You know what they did on day 3? They went and got material, because we are going through here now with all the door casing, with all the baseboard, with all the trim work, with all the door wrap, windows, everything. We are going through here now and wrapping every bit of this stuff. So that's what they did. They went to Home Depot on day 3. So I can't thank them enough. I love them to pieces. I just wanted to give a shout out to both of them, because truly I was down and out, just going through it. My dad, everything. They completely understood, and they didn't do just like every other, a lot of other people. They really came in, punched the clock, and I mean, they hit it like it was their own, because it is theirs too. This is all a trifecta. We are one. We try to operate as one, move as one. When somebody's down and out, we try to pick up the slack for the other one. So I just wanted to give them a shout out. They don't get near enough credit for what they do behind the scenes a lot, and I want them to be a part of everything. So my heart goes out to them. I love you guys. Just wanted to share that with everybody. Now, with that being said, we've got a heck of a show to tell you today. Let's get down to the brass tacks. Let's get down to business. So check this out. I want to show y'all something real quick. Come over here, Mikey. You're good. Somebody's got to hold the phone. Some of us have to get in front of the camera. You can be that guy today. So look, check this out. I hope what I'm about to say helps people. Okay, we love what we do. Obviously, we put out videos. We have a cool little show. We got the season with the episodes. We like to do a lot of things for people. We try to be uniquely different. And in doing so, in being uniquely different, as a lot of us try to be uniquely different, there is so many opinions in today's world that nobody ever is going to be on the same sheet of music, ever. It don't happen with our presidents. We all can't get together and decide on one person. It don't happen with celebrities. It don't happen with, small people like us. It don't even happen probably, what's for dinner, everybody coming to the same conclusion. So when you put out a video, and whether or not people like it, thumbs up it, laugh at it, cry, sad face, the whole nine, what you're looking for is a response. Nobody wants bad responses. But let me show you how twisted and messed up the world is. Let me just show you. Check this out. We put out a video last summer at Rough River, okay, to help people learn how to do drywall mud. And I know I harp on this a lot. But this is where I'm going with this. First off, I want to tell you a proven fact. In the United States, there is roughly 383 million. I Googled that a month ago, so it could be higher now. 383 million people. Do you know out of 383 million people, how many people know how to do drywall finish? 58,000. 58,363. 58,363, something crazy like that. So, here's what I'm trying to tell you. We did a drywall video last summer that soared over 16,000 views. 16,000 people seen this video. And I want to show you. This is what I was doing in the video. Let me back that up just a second so you can see. Maybe you might see if our service. Tell you what, let's step right in here. I want to show you this. Yep. So, it's service. So check this out. There we go. Now you can see. So look, I'm taking a roller and I'm rolling it down the wall, okay? A lot of people, what I was explaining to people and everything, a lot of people can't take the knife. They get that up the wall evenly. It drops everywhere. It creates a big mess. Just trying to be helpful, okay? We didn't invent drywall. We didn't invent drywall mud. We're not professors, and you know, it's the way we say it goes, and everybody else needs to follow. It is literally nothing like that. Anybody who does drywall work learned from somebody who did it, and probably took that knowledge and got a little better at it themselves as time went on. But 58,000 people out of 380 million. So I'm rolling this on to teach the average person how to try to do this in their home. And look, I take the knife and I get it right off. It's a smooth concept, everything like that. Now, check this out. Let me show you this right here. First off, again, I did a video on this a month or so ago. I think it was episode 11, 10, something like that. I showed you all this picture right here. This is a new updated from their website, okay? Level 5, taping tools, drywall tools. Check this out. Just this set right here, okay? The pump, the trays, the floats, the corner trowel, everything. Check this price tag out. $3,310. And you know what you don't see anywhere in this set? You don't even see any type of level 5 skimming blades, tools, anything like that. So, you know, I've seen these sets go for $4,000, $5,000, this and that. Here's my point. Check this out. Here's their newest video.
You gotta have a number 4.
Here's their newest video, and I want to show you something. Hang on, just bear with me.
So
we are almost.
Mix a little water.
There we go.
Okay, to make it like a thick pancake batter. And
now,
you want to use pre-mixed joint compound. Okay,
keep
so
in mind, there
there
is over 100,000 people that have viewed this. Over 100,000, 107,000 to be honest.
It's just a film.
See what she's doing right there with that roller?
Consistency of the joint compound to be like
that coincidentally is the same thing we did with our roller. Yeah. Okay, we roll it right on the wall because most people can't do it. So she's doing it on a site that has millions of people, you know, hundreds of thousands of views. Now, check this out. I'm not done yet, but I think y'all know where I'm going with it. Boy, if I only knew how to work your phone like my phone. Okay, so check this out. Here's my video that got 16,000 hits, and here's what I want you to pay attention to. All right, this is really a shot of hope for somebody. We could care less, okay? It does not bother us in the slightest. Trust me. Just hear me out. 47 people who probably don't have any earthly idea. Thumbs up. Thank you all. Just like that lady thanks you on YouTube that got 107,000 hits. 39 people laughed, and 2 people actually had a sad face. Now, here's where I'm going with this. For curiosity, for our own selves, you know, I do homework and everything. It ain't just for what we do for a living. I do homework online to make us better, to make us, you know, more efficient online. You know, online's a challenge on itself. Everybody's scared online. They're afraid. They're afraid to show things online because they don't want to get what? They don't want to get bashed or talked about or laughed. We don't care about all that. We're way past all that. We're trying to help somebody who is, you know, trying to get something together, just getting started. They've been up and running for a couple of years, and every time they put something out, somebody's got something cocky to say all the time. So we're going to help you with that. I went through here out of my own curiosity, just wondering. You know how you can scroll down and see who laughed, see who thumbs up, see who did all those things. Coincidentally, when you click on all 39 of these, guess what they do for a living? Just take a guess. I know you know.
Drywall.
I know you know, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you. They do drywall work, okay? So now that I've told you that, it's no question when you see the laugh that you're like, I get it now. I get it. Okay. So their butts hurt. You know, they were feeling a little salty about what was going on. We get it. We totally get it. It's in the original drywall video. I even tell you, don't get upset about it. It's no big deal. My point is, we had 16,000 people look at this, okay? When you add the 47 to 39 and the two together, you're close to 100. So that means 15,900 people viewed it and really did not care one way or another to voice an opinion, do an emoji, none of that. Okay, 100 people took their time not only to see it, but to actually respond and react to it. So out of 16,000 people, 39 thought it was funny, and all 39 of those do drywall for a living. Whether they do it by the hour, whether they patch repair, whether they do it on a big commercial stage, it doesn't matter. 2 people cried. I guess we were sad. 47 people thought, hey, that's pretty cool. Never thought to do that. Okay. I don't think we're the first person that ever came up with that at all. But I have not seen it hardly online. Very rarely. That's kind of why it drew so much attention, because you don't see a whole lot of people putting mud on walls. I see more people putting mud on there now. Okay, big company like Level 5 Drywall Tools is putting it on there. So look, here's the real hit. This is how mixed up and messed up our world is. Oh, now I've done it, buddy. Nope, I got it. Here we go. I thought I finally cannot. Okay, no, Tom, you're gonna have to help me out here, buddy. Where is? Where did that go? The original video. Find that for me. Sorry, ain't my phone, so kind of hard to. Right there, click it. So look, the link I showed you, clear as day. That was a YouTube link. 103,000 views 5 years ago. So they've been doing that for a long time. Okay, obviously, I told you, we didn't make that up. We just happened to do it. We didn't see a whole lot about it. But this video, Level 5, from this lady was created probably back when they were really small. So along the way, they grew. They grew audience. They grew crowd. And people, believe it or not, they pay that outrageous price for all those cool-looking tools. We think that's way too expensive. Just our opinion. Again, opinions are everywhere. It's all about who you ask. This is my whole point. For her to do that 5 years ago, 1.4 thousand people took the time to go like this. This many people thought that was funny. You know why? Do you know why? Because they are a company that manufactures something. Okay? It's no different than when we make our countertops. Look at every one of my countertops, every one of the ones that we've done. There's over 100, I'm sure. I can only count one person that laughed throughout all the years that we've been doing countertops. You know why? Because not everybody does it. Not everybody does them well. And not everybody does them like that. So it's kind of one of those things that they can't really mess with. Which is exactly when we shot that video. It drew kind of that attention. That's why our next video, we popped right out with a pretty casted Ronda's trailer. Oh, yeah. Really pretty casted top, see-through rocks, the whole 9 yards. You don't think those same people were tuned into me for the next video? But see, they didn't have nothing to say about that because they couldn't mess with that. It's literally that simple. I just wanted to point that out to show you how America is so twisted, the controversy. Look at the whole, not to get off topic, look at the whole Will Smith thing right now. You don't think that's devastating for that man? For Chris Rock, for the whole, ask millions of people right now. Millions of people have millions of different answers. I feel horrible for everybody involved. Horrible. That's just my opinion. Little bitty old us, that's just my opinion. I feel horrible for everything that everybody went through. I couldn't imagine being in those people's shoes on a biggest stage in the world and going through all that controversy. But see, that just goes to show you in America, it don't matter if you're Will Smith and big on top, or if you're like us way down here and we're just trying to make little waves, in the up against the shore in the big ocean that we all live in. It doesn't matter. People's opinions are just that. They're just opinions. So don't let mad faces, don't let laugh faces, don't let all that stuff crush you. Somebody somewhere needed to hear this today because they're getting ready to close up shop. They're getting ready to stop doing what they love doing. They've been humiliated for the last time. They've been talked about or laughed at online for the last time. And, by all means, somebody out there somewhere needed to hear that. So we're going to take a brief pause. If we're going to show you, we're going to get into the next section of this video. We'll be right back. All right, so I had to put my hoodie back on. It's actually kind of frigid in here. Here we are back to the cold again. It was warm a minute ago and now we're cold again. Anyway, it's not helping with all this going on, I'm just telling you. So, now that we're inside, we're part 2 of the video, we got some really cool tips for you here in just a second. We're going to show you with some baseboard trim, with some door casing. Before we get into that, anybody that has seen any of our videos, we do a boatload of how-to videos. We try to show people along the way. Again, you can ask anybody. That was the whole first part of the video about people's opinions. What matters is at the end of the rainbow, what it looks like, if it's done correctly, if it was not rigged, all these things. I'm sure you can do what we do differently and still get the same result to a certain degree as you can with other people. So just try to keep an open mind with stuff. What we're about to tell you, we're not going to get into who did what, we're not even going to go there. I just want to show you some things so that you can see our videos that we've put out before. They're all going to make sense here in a minute of why we strive to do what we do. So let's start right here, okay? We're in here, we're doing the baseboard. We are wrapping doors with casing. We're doing baseboard. We have done the whole floor. Remember I told you about the mess in here? Okay, this was our mess to cut the floor. Through the rest of the whole house, we already swept, cleaned up. While we were gone, the people that came in to do the doors came in, okay? So we know all the doors got cut in here. Hence why all the mess is all over the floor. And we're not here telling on anybody. It's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people to keep from this happening to you. And if you're doing things like this, to help you not do things like this. So Tom, let's focus over here. This is one of 13 doors. Right out the gate, you ain't got to get no closer. I just want to point out a couple of things that you may or may not know. First off, this right here can move, okay? We're not even going to put a level on that. I can already tell you it's not square. I can already tell you this is not square. This is sticking out past the drywall. So that lip, it's going to cause our trim to sit on there crooked. Okay? We did not install these. I want to make that clear. We don't care who installed them. We didn't do it. What I'm telling you, the normal doors we get have a split jamb. Anybody that installs doors and is good at it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take this jamb, take the staples out of it, you can separate this jamb and pull it, and close it, and shrink it to fit exactly what you need. Okay, that is the reason why we have lips, and back here, it's reversed. This is sticking out past the drywall. This is not quite to the drywall. So it's very minor. I'm not nitpicking that, really. It's that is not as horrible as not being square. What I do want to show you, that all looks kind of good. Shuts like it's supposed to. When I look straight down at this jamb, come here, Tom. Look straight down at that jamb. Straight down from above. See how this jamb is supposed to be like this? And it's twisted, okay? That's one thing. See the bullet hole deck screws right here? I said bullet hole. Call them a slug, call them whatever you want, okay? These are deck screws. There's a lot of things wrong with this picture. Come here, Tom. Deck screw. Bullet hole, deck screw, deck screw. Okay. Absolutely nothing. Look. Nothing up here. So, a lot of things wrong with this picture. Let's start with the simplest and first of all. You never, ever, for one, you never put a deck screw in any type of door that you're installing. Okay, ever. You put a deck screw. So, we would have used a different style screw that would have matched the head right here. We would have set a deck through the screw here. So this was correct, just wrong screw. All this would have been set level. This would have comfortably set in here, okay? This is way too tight, and I can rainbow that. This would have comfortably set in here level. This, I would be able to take this like they could in the beginning. this would have all been sitting here and shimmed correctly. I would have popped a brad nail right in behind here that I can easily hide, that is just gonna pin all these shims, everything from moving. It's gonna keep it all from shifting, okay? I would never have used deck screws and put slugs in here. What's really bad about these doors is these are the doors that do not get painted, okay? This is a thin skin. I know it looks white to you, it is not painted. Tom, come here. Show them the back side of this right here. See how perfectly straight that is? This has been wrapped on here, okay? It's like those cabinets you could get that were not sprayed. They were wrapped, okay? This was wrapped. Therefore, you want as minimal damage as possible going on these doors, not slugs in them. Minimal as possible because you have no way to paint these things. We have wood fillers, caulkings, and things like that actually finish all this out and make it completely picture perfect. So now that we showed you the one door, crooked frame and all, let's take you in here and we'll show you some more stuff. We're going to show you the room that we've done already and tied into these doors. Okay. Well, I know we gotta have our music on. So, let me show you something here real quick. Check this out. Watch this. See how that just sprung open? There's tension on this door. Okay, tension. Now, I want to point this out before we get any further. That baseboard right here has been installed. It's not been finished out. The brad nail hose, you can see them from there. No caulking's been done here. It's not finished yet, okay? What we have done thus far, we know these slugs stick out like a sore thumb. What we've done is we have already addressed, mitered, cut our ears. We have puttied every one of these holes, not caulking. I'm going to get into that in just a second. Come on in the room. Show them the slugs as you come on in. There we go. Now, let me take the camera real quick. Let me show you something. There's the slugs. So there. None of this has been painted yet. Okay? Mitered, tight as a snare drum. Holes are covered. Same with that guy. Mitered, tight as a snare drum, so on, okay? Looking down. All we got left to do is paint. Now, here's the baseboard. Check this out. All the way in, look. All the way into those corners. Okay? Master trim carpenters are hard to find. You know why they're hard to find? Because they're so detailed. They make all this molding look like it just continues, turns, corners, everything. It's like it all got brought in here to fit this home to a spec, but it was all pieced together professionally. Okay, there's a big difference in throwing something up and actually knowing what you're doing. Big difference. So, this is our trim work in here. It is exactly on point, exactly where it's supposed to be, yet again. So this is what I've got going on. Check this out. I know everybody's thinking, I get the caulk gun. Some even might get that. Why has he got a screwdriver? What's up with the towels? What's going on? Well, let me show you. Grab that phone real quick. Walk with me. I'm going to show y'all something. With every door, okay? Look, I just caught that. Look how tight, look at this. I know I just heard that.
What was that piece of wood under it?
Okay. I thought, man, that's so close it actually drug. I never tried to shut that door. So anyway, come here. Let me show you something. You need to back up here some, just so you can see. Now here's what I want you to focus on. Watch out. No, watch out right there. want you to look at something. The door is completely shut, okay? First off, look right here. See how that is completely touch and tight? See how we start to see a little daylight? Look, the daylight grows. See how we're getting wider? Now, we're back up here smothered again, touching. We've got a gap at the top. So already, if I don't know anything about doors, already I can tell you that ain't right. And you all can see at home that's not right. The reason I can let this door go and it springs open is because the door was not set in here properly. That gap should be in line, should be straight, should be congruent. Right about there, that's perfect gap actually. That should be the entire way. And then we would let that go and that would stay closed. So that's first and foremost, despite the bullet holes in the actual jamb. Now, all this stuff here, this is all us, but I just showed you over there. So we're gonna take care of this. The reason I got the screwdriver, we're gonna get to that in just a second. First off, white interior, exterior. So I go with the sniffing again, dude. It's like contagious, jeez. Plastic wood filler, all-purpose wood filler. Looks, acts like real wood, repairs cracks, gouges holes, shrink and crack resistant, blah, blah, blah. All good stuff. I hope you got that. That was awesome. All right, so, wow, that was crazy. I just had that open earlier, of course. Wow, that was awesome. So, check it out though, what I want to show you. It only takes a little bit of this. I want to take this ear right here. Most people would put a caulk line on this, okay? This stuff works totally different. When you put it in here like this and work what's already a little joint. Now I know what you're thinking, holy cow, would you look at all that? Just wait a second. See, that's what I love about this stuff. Now you know why my pants always look like they do. So you get the bulk of it, right? Get the bulk of it with your finger. Check this out. I want to get this right there. Bink. Remember I told you? Master carpenters are very detailed people. They see everything, down to the spec, down to the science, they see it. Now, screwdriver, look at this side, look at this side. Okay, if that was caulk, it'd be the same way. Screwdriver. Because all this is just a filler, okay? It's just to fill the seam. So all this extra, we need to get that off there. The more you keep doing this with this wood filler, the better it looks. The more you keep doing that with caulking, the worse it looks. Let's get all that excess out of there. Look how that just cleaned up. I kind of sound like Bob Vila right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to coax everybody in today. But look, I kid you not. Kid you not. Look how great that looks. These brad nail holes. Do not put caulking in there. Do not. Caulking sags. It fish eyes. That is covered. It is completely flat. Able to be painted. The whole nine. Now, that's what the screwdriver. Now, look at that. So, I'm not gonna do any more of that, waste any more time. The caulking is simple. It comes into play. I know, a lot of people are already thinking, look, you got to show me caulking. I know how to caulk. Okay, I get that. I thought I knew how to caulk too. Let me tell you something. I had a guy been doing master trim carpenter, taught me how to do this years ago. And it ain't rocket science, it ain't nobody special, you gotta be special to do it. It's just everybody has something different they bring to the table. There's really no cool little trick or anything like that. It's all about placement. It's all about the way you angle this. It's all about the position you set it down. It's all about how quickly you squeeze versus how fast you roll. Then, more importantly than any of that, it's all about having a damp, not wet, damp cloth, because caulking, once you swipe caulking one time, it comes off very clean. If you need to do it again, what happens? It's automatically smears and gets dirty looking. If you have a damp cloth that you wipe your finger, now my finger has moisture on it, it's gonna glide right over that, just like the first pass. I can do it 7 times later. As long as my hand has a little moisture on it, boom, it just slicks right over. It never turns black. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, first off, I cut that at an angle. I know most people know. You stick the tip down in here with this out and slightly so that the tip is scraping that flat as you go without digging into your drywall. Check it out. Right in the corner. Because a lot of people, you see caulk, they'll go to wipe this here in a second. Now check this out. A good caulk guy doesn't have much to take off. Check it out. I'm gonna get this wet first. I'm gonna get started to get out of the corner and wipe that off. Now, because it's wet, now I don't cram that down in here so it rides up. Reverse that. Same thing I just did over there. Now, this has already been painted. How many people do you know would have just caught this? And I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this deliberately just because I know there's 50 million people out here who do this. How many people you know do this? Come here, Tom. Show them. See that? How many people you know do that? Okay, it's a mixture of a lot of things wrong. A lot. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Never did I have that much caulking on my finger. Never. It's going to take a lot, look, just to fix what I just did, just to show you. Now, I think one more time. Yep. Now I don't have any more. But look, one little small. Look how much caulking. I could do baseboard over to here, and I could fill up this whole rack. One tube, it might take us 2 tubes to do this entire house. So, and notice, as many times as it took me to clean that, again, this is the trick. This is what most people don't do. Moist the finger. I bet it makes sense now. Moist the finger. All you gotta do. All you gotta do. Simplest thing on the planet. Anybody can be a master trim carpenter. It just takes practice like anything else. It takes paying attention. It takes giving a crap. It really does. You can't just come in and sling stuff in and expect to get paid. You're just gonna piss a bunch of people off, is all you're gonna do. Again, I don't use caulking for here. It's completely filled in, it's completely flat, and that's why I always keep damp cloths off. Okay, so that is our tutorial on these doors. On Master Trim Carpenter, filling nail holes, brad nail holes, caulking, etc. One last thing that we're going to call it a day for this episode. We're already on episode 18. We're getting ready to be on season 2 here shortly. Come on out here, I'm going to show you something. So check it out. Do you remember, okay, this is a brand new house. Just got built. Obviously, it's not even done. Do you remember how many videos we've done explaining about paint?
Quite a bit.
The importance of paint. We live by Behr Marquee. So on and so on. Anybody that's ever seen our videos knows. Okay? Behr Marquee, nothing, if you're a fan of Sherwin-Williams, PPG, that personal preference, again, everybody's got an opinion. Just telling you what works for us. Behr Marquee, and what do we do in every house that most people don't?
2 coats.
2 coats. So, with that being said, brand new house. We're not saying no names. Come here, check this out. Come here. I know you see this. I know you see this in the video. I know you see all this. Come here, look right here. Okay? Come here, look at this wall. Look down at the natural light. Look up there. Look up here. See all this up here? So, Here's what I'm gonna tell you. The whole joint's like this. One coat, Sherwin-Williams showcase. 5 gallons worth of paint, $123. $25 a gallon paint. Ours is $42 a gallon. We get it for $37 after our discount because of how much we buy. 2 coats versus 1 coat. So you've seen enough of our finished painted drywall. It does not look anything like that. Now you actually see something that we didn't have to do to show you. We actually walked into it that somebody else had done. So again, I hope that this video helps. I hope it helps somebody. I hope it helps anybody. I hope you find it entertaining. I hope you find it useful, informative. We're throwing so many things out. We're going to hit somebody along the line, some way, shape, or form. So, just like always, thanks for tuning in. Until the next time, we'll see you back real soon.